So it's home soil for England again, apparently, after today's yesterday's semi-final match. That's a little bit disappointing.
Please welcome the first of our guests who will draw the groups.
Only 4 seats, which is a little bit strange. I think there should be 1 seat for each qualification spot from the group stage towards the knockout stage. So 8 seats in the doubles would be more appropriate in my opinion, but this is how it is. And now it's going to get interesting.
You can do this, Simon. Come on, big strong boy. You can do this. From the Netherlands, Robin Tabeling and Selena Peek.
And Tabeling and Peek in to Group A. Won the last encounter against them in the Yonex All England, so that's going to be interesting to see that match. And Seo and Che into Group A alongside Zhang Huang and the Dutch pair. It's bad news for Tabeling and Peek in my opinion. Now it's Tom Schickel and Delphine Dore.
Into Group B.
They're going to Group B with Dechapon and Sapsare. It's going to be much more important to see who the 2 last pairings is in Group B. So it's Denmark. They go into Group C. That's a tough draw alongside Jordan and Melati, Octaviante, Yuta Watanabe, Arisa Higashino, Christiansen and Boye. Go and chant the reigning Olympic silver medalists go into Group D, which is a very open group in my opinion.
Great Britain's Marcus Ellis and
Ellis and Smith, where they're going
into Group B.
They're going into Group B. That's an interesting draw. Seems like a European encounter for quarterfinal berth there in Group B.
Josephine Wu into Group B.
And it's Herbert Yu and Josephine Wu in Group B, which seems like the softer of the groups so far. So next event is the women's doubles. Same process as the mixed doubles, where we have the top seeds.
Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota.
3-time World Championship runner-up Fukushima Hirota in Group A. Group C and D have Korea and China already in those 2 groups, so it's going to be really tough groups to end up in. So it could be Gracia Poli and Abriani Rahayu who would go into either one of those groups. That would be a Dynamite group in the women's doubles. Let's see what happens.
Denmark's Maiken
Fruergaard Thyssen
selected into Group C.
Into Group C, that's a difficult group for the Danes.
Alongside the number 4 seed from Korea.
Very difficult group.
Mapasa and Gronya Somerville.
So it's Mapasa and Somerville in Group C.
The lineup for Group C.
Yeah, that's a tough group.
Poli and Apriani Rahayu.
No, it's Poli and Rahayu. It goes into Group A. They were lucky. Indonesians lucky in women's doubles draw. So Rachel Hunterick and Kristen Tsai in Group B alongside Hani Doha and Hadja Hosni. So the last spot there would be a very good draw. Kitty Harakun and Prajongjai drawn into Group D. That's a really tough draw so far. Yeah, there it is. It's Group B. That's a great draw for the Dutch pair. Great chance of making it to the knockout stage, to the quarterfinals. The pairs qualified as 13, 14 and
into Group D. Group D.
It is actually the let me check, the 16th place Group B in women's doubles, whereas Group D is a fantastic, strong group. So a men's doubles draw on its way, and it's Sukamuljo and Gideon the top seeds, and Asana and Sichuan the second seeds. Li Jinhui and Liu Yunchen in Group C. Not that significant which group you're in, whether it's Group C or B here at the group stage draw. But now it gets exciting. Kimura and Sonoda cannot go in the same group as their compatriots Watanabe and Endo. So the group they go into will almost per definition be a strong group that you want to avoid. The fifth ranks go into Group C with Li Junhui and Liu Chen. So it's Lamsfuss, Seidel. Go into Group C. That's a tough one. Could be really, really important to have two easy matches in the group stage. Malaysia go into Group D, avoid Group C. So there's still a chance for Chia and So to catch two more a little bit soft opponents in Group D. There's Chinese Taipei. Group A, Li Yang and Wang Qilin with Sukamuljo and Gideon. That's definitely a group you want to avoid for the remaining pairs, in my opinion.
Into Group D.
And then it's Seo and Choi, the Koreans. Oh, that's a tough one as well. Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea in Group D. Looks like the group of death there as well. Just like the women's doubles. Sean Vendy.
Great Britain's Ben Lane and Sean Vendy are in Group A.
Into Group A. With Li Yang, Wang Qilin and Sukamuljo and Gideon. Lots of discussion about Lane and Wendy being selected over the reigning bronze medalists Langridge and Ellis. Now we have the Indians also in Group A. Wow, that's a tough group. That's a really, really tough group there. And the Danes are still left in it. They definitely want to avoid Group D. And the Canadians go there, so we know the Group C. That's going to be Astrup and Rasmussen. It's going to be who's it going to be? It's going to be the Russians. And who's the last one? I can't figure that out. That's a good draw for the Danes. Ivanov and Sosunov is going in there as well. It's going to be a battle between these two pairs. Endo and Watanabe, of course, the clear favorites in Group B. And then it's the African pair. That's a really good draw for the two European pairs. Both of them are going to see this as a good draw to enter the knockout stage.